What's going on, guys? It's here, baby. I mean, this is it. This is it. We're finally done waiting. It's over. All the sleepless nights. I wake up at 5 a.m. in a cold sweat. Like, oh my God, is it round one yet? No, but it's finally here. Guys, if you're new to my channel, hit the subscribe button. I've been going over every goddamn basketball game on planet Earth, college at least, for months, man, against the spread. And it's not going to change. I'm going to do it all the way through the tournament. I got some content already posted. I'll be betting moneyline underdogs the whole way through the tournament. We'll see if that turns a profit. But more importantly, okay, premium picks for members. Let's get this out of the way. I got a little recap of what's gone on over the past 2 days. I've kind of used the NIT in these playing games as almost just sort of entertainment, and we still made more money. It's been half unit plays. It's been 1 unit plays. It's been small wagering. And we still gave out a bunch of picks and turned a profit here. Let's get this recap out of the way so you guys know exactly what I wagered on over the past 2 days. And we're going to hop right into round one for Thursday. I'll have a video out, of course, Friday morning or maybe tomorrow night, Thursday night, for all of Friday games as well. I do already have a video out going over the entire first round against the spread. The lines have moved. Certain teams have changed, injury reports, different information has come out. So I'm going to re-go over all these games, and I haven't looked at that video. I don't know what I took the first time I did the video. I have an idea, but maybe it's a good idea to watch that, watch this, see which of my opinions kind of correlate, and that might give you guys a good opportunity. Of course, if you want to know what I'm betting on, and again, the recap today, half unit plays, 1 unit plays. If you want these 2 units, 3 units, and yes, a 5 unit bomb coming, some of the biggest bets of the year, because I do this year after year after year, hop on the website, danspicks.net. I'll leave it in the description. I'll leave it pinned in the comment at the top of the comment section. You see the winning percentage on the bottom of the screen. You see how many units were up. You see the comments from the members. You're really about to go through the first and second round. All these games, there is no better value than signing up for my premium picks than right now, based on how many games. Do you understand how many games I'm going to drop after midnight tonight for members? Tons of them, and some big ones, man. You're actually crazy. Even if you just want to test the waters, not to just grab a weekly package for $30 and just have this whole weekend of my picks. You're actually insane, the amount of work I've done for this. Let's get into this recap and let's get into the games. So we had 5 half unit plays and 5 1 unit plays. Well, guess what happens when I put the money on the bigger games? They come out on top. Half unit plays, Kansas State +6. They lose by 9. We come up short. Loser. Lost that one. LSU money line, buzzer beater from Georgia. Lose it. Xavier catching a 1.5 we gave out. Goaltending, call reversed at the end of the game. They lose the game by 2 points. We miss by half a unit. Another loser. Virginia Tech -5.5 over Richmond. Easy money. And then recently tonight, I even put out this big post saying, guys, I want you to understand, sports betting, you got to let opportunities come for you, aka this tournament and certain matchups. But don't just like force bets on any given night just because there's games going on and you feel like maybe you're missing out on opportunities. If you look at an entire slate and nothing jumps out at you, wait till tomorrow. But anyway, just to teach you guys a lesson, put out a small parlay. We only did half a unit and it lost. A 14-point meltdown by Montana State on the money line. So we lose that one. But 1 unit plays, the larger plays, Virginia Tech and a Kansas State alt spread, cash. San Francisco getting 6.5, almost won the game, went to overtime, cash. Minnesota alternative spread and Wake Forest money line at home, easy cash. Colorado State in the play-in game of the NCAA Big Dance, easy cash. And Central Florida at home, somehow not getting it done against USF. That one's puzzling, but almost swept the 1 unit plays. Had a tough time with the half unit plays. Overall, a 5-5 record over 10 of those wagers. But we gained some ground. We gained some profit. We hit the bigger ones. After all the odds are mixed in, we gained about a unit, maybe just slightly past a unit, but we gained ground. What you want to do, you want to look back on an entire month of your sports betting and be in the profit. You don't have to get rich overnight. So don't necessarily like come into sports betting and be like, oh my gosh, like here we go. It's a Saturday in college football. Like I'm just giving an example. It's a Sunday in NFL and I'm finally going to jump on board, download DraftKings, take this promotion. And you know what? I'm going to quit my 9 to 5 because I'm going to get rich. Like, no, like you need to learn discipline, bankroll management, and just having winning month, winning month, winning month. You look back at a month, you look back at a year, you look back at the entire time you have wagered on a ball game, something that most people would say, that's not very smart. You're irresponsible. Gambling will ruin your life. Like, okay, shut the fuck up, Nancy. Like, get the fuck out of my face. If you know how to do this, I've been doing this so many years, over a decade now. Jump on board, get picks from someone who's been through it all, up, down, up, down. I know the system. I know how to win. I do it every single month. Look at the comments from members. Let's get this out of here. Let's get into the important stuff. Round 1, baby. We're here. I mean, I'm going to get no sleep tonight. I might just stay up all night. I mean, I'm going to be watching every single game. I'm going to have 8 screens, 9 screens, every game, writing down notes. Oh my gosh, well, if that team gets through, that player is playing that way for next round against the team they might play, that could be a 3-unit smash spot. Like, do you understand what I'm doing? It is crazy for you not to pay $30 to get my picks for these 2 rounds. I have so much. I already have like $3,500 of bets locked in right now. Game number 1, Michigan State is currently a 1.5 point favorite over Mississippi State. How is Michigan State in this tournament? I really just don't understand. I get it, Tom Izzo, and I really like Walker, and guard play in March Madness is very important. And it scares me that Walker might drop 30, but I think Mississippi State is kind of like a physical team. I think they can do okay rebounding. Underdog mentality against a team that shouldn't be here. I will take the 1.5 with Mississippi State. Duquesne BYU, a 9.5 point spread. 9.5, man. I'm pretty sure this has gone up like pretty substantially. BYU is going to win. Duquesne's a pretty popular upset pick. 9.5 though. Is this starting to get like kind of crazy here? The total's only 142. Not crazy. I think I'm going to take the points with Duquesne, but I don't think they're going to pull off the upset. Akron Creighton, a 1:30 Eastern game, a 13.5 point spread. I'll take the points with Akron. I think they got enough fight here. I mean, maybe Creighton. I mean, I watched that Creighton game where they got off to a really good start against, I think it was Villanova, and completely collapsed and should have lost the game outright. It's hard to believe they won't keep their foot on the gas if they do get out to a good start. When Creighton shooting is on, it's on. Obviously, the big guy in the middle is an advantage for them. 13.5 for a 14 versus 3 just seems a bit steep. I'm going to take the points with Akron. Long Beach State, Arizona. I don't know how to predict this. I mean, Arizona plays with their food. We saw them blow so many games this year. They play so unserious. They got upset last year, so maybe their mentality for this game is you better fucking play sharp right from the stop and do not take your foot off the gas. We are not getting upset again. Gas all the way, and they absolutely kill them. I think I have to assume the better coach is going to have these guys not be able to take a breath. I'm assuming the foot's going to stay on the gas because of their recent history in the tournament. I guess I'll lay the big number. Arizona by 20 or more. Morehead State, Illinois. I can't trust Illinois, man. I can't trust Illinois to cover a big number. I would rather bet on Illinois deeper into the tournament when maybe they're even like an underdog or something. I don't like betting on Illinois to cover big margins. My bad, guys. I had to pause the video. I thought I forgot something important, but I actually didn't. I already covered it. I don't trust them to cover big margins. I just don't. I'm going to take 11.5 with Morehead State here. Another 14 versus 3. Illinois. I'm going to be just so unbelievably shocked with Terrence Shannon Jr., Damask, Hawkins. I mean, look, I get it. It's March Madness. Anything can happen. This is going to be like truly, truly mind-blowing if they lose this game. But 11.5 Illinois is not that team, man. They don't have like true point guards who can just continuously run the offense, keep everybody up to speed, run the show, stay ahead of the curve, and just pour it on and win by margin. I see this as more of like a 7 or an 8-point win. I'll take the points with Morehead State. Everybody likes Morehead. Everybody likes Morehead. Oregon, South Carolina. It took a lot from Oregon, man, to make this tournament. And people are on them. I mean, 57% of people are betting Oregon here. South Carolina, it's the same exact thing. They are just continuously doubted. And I'm going to admit it. You guys see my videos, those of you who've been subscribed for a little bit. I've been on the wrong side of South Carolina plenty of times this year. And if you're a South Carolina fan, maybe close your eyes for what I'm about to say. I'm going to go with South Carolina here. I think they have more impressive wins. They play in the SEC, which has better talent than the Pac-12. Oregon has used a crazy amount of energy and luck to get to where they're at now. I'll take the better team, in my opinion. I'll go South Carolina. I'm not going to lay a 1.5. It could be close. I don't trust South Carolina to win by a lot. Money lines minus 113. I think it's more than fair. I'll go with South Carolina here. I think they're just used to better competition. I like their defense. Their ability to score at the end of a game in a high pressure situation really scares me, but is what it is. Nevada, Dayton. So this is kind of a contradiction because I like Nevada. I like the conference Nevada plays in. I don't think Dayton is really even a March Madness team, and they're a 7. Dayton is a 7 seed. I mean, this bracket is wild. The problem here is Nevada is super popular, and the trendy upset picks. And look, by upset, I'm just saying the higher seed moving on. Nevada is a favorite. They're favored 1.5 here. So is it an upset or is it not? The public's on Nevada. That scares me. I don't like the trendy higher seeds moving on, but the public's going to win some of these. I mean, they're going to win some of them. I'll join in on this one. I'll go Nevada here, money line minus 120. I think it's fair. They do have a significant home court that could come back to bite us here. But I'm going to go with Nevada in this one. Colorado State and Texas. Let me look at the money splits on this one. What are we at? Come on, load. Okay, not as bad as I thought. 63% of tickets on Texas, 59% of the money. A little bit of sharp action on Colorado State. We're getting 2.5. I think Colorado State can kind of neutralize the guards, Hunter and Abe Smith for Texas. The thing that scares me here, and I want to take Colorado State. The thing that scares me is Texas plays in the Big 12, and I feel like I'm a broken record. I feel like I say this a lot, but it is so true, and it deserves emphasis put on it. Texas just continuously plays amazing teams. Houston, Iowa State, Baylor, I don't give a shit. TCU, it doesn't matter. The Big 12's nasty. Even Kansas State gave them problems. The Big 12 competition is so strong. I'm going to go with Texas here. It's a short number. I think everybody's going to be on Colorado State. And historically, these play-in games, the winner, Colorado State, they always do kind of go on a little bit of a stretch here. Boy, I don't think I'm going to be able to get there with this one. The money line for Texas is minus 137. One thing I do not suggest is ever in March taking a favorite and laying 1.5 or 2.5. If you get up to 3.5 and you're not happy with like minus 160, 155 on the money line because it's a lower return, your unit is not enough to where it's worth it for you, then I understand. But 1.5, 2.5, do not lay the points. And don't be a greedy pig and take Colorado State on the money line here. You like Colorado State? Did you see how Texas squeaked by Baylor on a buzzer beater from Hunter? Take the 2.5. Take those points on the short underdogs. I've seen a lot of YouTube channels and I've seen a lot of professionals in the industry like saying it's March, whatever team you like, you go money line. If they're in it and it's close at the end, they're going to win the game outright. Fuck no. If you like a short underdog of 2 or 3 points, take those points. I swear to God, it's going to save you guys here and there. It's totally worth it. A slightly smaller win is better to be safe. You like Colorado State, grab those 2.5, buy the fucking hook up to 3 and put a little bit more money on it. That's what I like doing. But in this case, I'm going to take Texas on the money line. Oakland, Kentucky. Boy, I just feel like the common conversation going around right now is, well, Kentucky doesn't play defense. Kentucky might score 90, but Oakland should absolutely be able to pour on points as well because Kentucky just plays 0 to. You don't think Calipari and these players hear this? You don't think we're going to get a little bit of an elevated defensive effort? I think Kentucky's way too talented. I think Oakland is super popular. I think it's crazy in March to be laying a number of 13. I actually can't believe, I thought this would have been 8.5, 9.5. I'm laying the points with Kentucky. They have the offense to absolutely score at will. And if they give just a little bit of defensive effort, I don't see Oakland keeping pace. This is 97 to 70. Is it not? I don't know. I'll lay the points with Kentucky. McNeese, Gonzaga, again, one of the more popular upset picks. No, Gonzaga not being the Gonzaga team of the past. No more Timmy. I get it, but they're still talented. I like their coach. EK, I kind of like the way they've been playing down the stretch. I think there's enough public money on McNeese here to where this number is kind of down at a fair price. Obviously, if Gonzaga was a big trendy pick, they'd be more like 8.5, 9.5. And then I would be on the underdog. 6.5, some free throws at the end of the game. I'm going to go Gonzaga here. 59% of bets have come in on McNeese. This is a very public 12 over a 5. Everyone's calling for this upset. I'm going to disagree. I like Gonzaga. I think their discipline and guard play is good enough here. Give me Gonzaga. I think 6.5 is fair. I just think it's fair. It's going to be close. This one's going to be a sweat. Gonzaga's not going to crush anybody. But I think they're going to open it up in the second half. I'll lay the points with Gonzaga. San Diego State, Iowa State. I just, this is a game where it's like up to Iowa State what they want to do. They're going to win. This is not an upset. But what do? Like it's up to them. It's almost like you're interviewing Iowa State. It's like, Iowa State, this is Dan Zarantz, a crazy person on the internet that wins a shit ton of fucking gambling. How are you going to do today? Are you going to let this team hang around, or do you want to kind of just daydream and win by 8? Or are you going to put it on them because you feel disrespected as a 2 seed? How do you feel, Iowa State? It's up to them. I just don't know how San Diego State's going to score. The defense is going to be brutal. I recommend the first half here. I don't really trust a big number like that in the second half with a team like Iowa State. I'll lay the points. St. Peter's, 9:20 p.m. game, starting to get down here at the end of Thursday. 21.5 just seems out of control. I know Tennessee's good. I know Connect, Ziegler. I like these guys, man. I like Tennessee. It's a complete team. They have a nice balance between guard play, guys in the middle, big guys in the front court. Boy, 21.5 just seems like crazy land. I'll take the points and close my eyes and cross my fingers. I could tell you right now, even if you're not a member or already on my premium picks plan, this is not going to make the card. We're not going to be betting on this game. NC State, Texas Tech. NC State did phenomenal, man. They got all the way through the ACC. Got Escalade down there. Burns, big man in the middle. Fun to watch. Some decent guards. It was fun, man. It was fun to watch NC State go through the ACC. I'm not an NC State hater. I kind of like them. I actually, I can't say too private info. I got some connections to NC State. I don't hate them. I'm not an NC State hater. Everybody's on them. Recency bias. Well, oh my God, they just went through the ACC. They got into the tournament. They got new life. Burns, and it's like a fun team to watch. Are you guys serious? Against Texas Tech? Pop Isaacs, McMillan? Like, stop. 76 over 3/4 of bets are on NC State. You guys really want a public underdog this big? I don't. I'll take the Big 12 team. Texas Tech -4.5. Sure, sign me up. Samford getting 6.5 against the Kansas team with no Kevin McCullough. Okay, so the line drops a little because of the McCullough news. Furphy, Timberlake, Dickinson, Bill Self, more importantly, someone that's not even going to be on the floor. They're going to have a game plan, man. Kansas, it's a down year for Kansas. I've been in the Big 12 for years. I went to West Virginia University. I stormed the court myself in Morgantown against Kansas. Okay. With Perry Ellis, 360 layup from Satan. I was there, man. I follow everything in the Big 12. This is crazy. We're getting Kansas in the first round -6.5 against Samford. I'll lay the points with Kansas. You guys can all hop on Samford like the rest of the world is. Have fun. Drake, Washington State. Flip a coin, baby. Flip a motherfucking coin. I don't have an idea. You don't have an idea. Nobody does. This is going to be an excellent game to watch. Fully expect this to be close. I think maybe this is one where the public upset pick. Now, again, Drake is the 10, Washington State is the 7, but Drake is the favorite. So it's an upset because it's a 10 over a 7, but it's not really. I mean, they're the favorite. You kind of get what I'm saying. I'll go with Drake, man. I'll hop on board. I'll take a shot with Drake here. Money line, I'm not going to be laying 1.5 in this game. FanDuel has it at -118. I'll hop on board with the whole world and go with Drake. And the next game is a Friday game at noon. And that's an interesting one. And we'll get to that in the next video. So there you go, guys. There's my full recap up to date the night prior to everything going down. I'm telling you right now, this is not a marketing scam. I make money because I bet money. I bet all this stuff myself. When you pay for my picks, you're paying to just simply know what my money is going down on and how much of it. That's all it is. I make money every single year doing this. It's been an excellent year so far. You see the record. That's just recent, man. Look at the bottom of the screen. 12 days. That's 12 days worth. Go watch the March recap or the February recap and see how much we won in February. Units and units and units and units. If your unit's even like 40 or 50 bucks a bet, even $25 a bet, you're going to make a shit ton of money with me. Grab that weekly package at the bare minimum. You can grab one of the higher ones for a better value. $30, and you will know exactly what I'm betting on through the entire first 2 rounds of the tournament, which is the most volume of games. You're actually insane to pass that up. Ultimately, it's to you. The link to my website, description, pinned in the top comment. It's up to you guys. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Drop a like on the video. Let me know your favorite upsets in the comments. I'll see you in the next video.